Okay, students, we are trying to find a couple of examples under solving rational equations. So before we start, be mindful about a few items that we need to take care of. These are some of the steps, some of the important steps in solving rational equations. First one, use the least common denominator. Second one, we need to look at the domain restrictions, and once you get your solutions, don't forget to check your solutions. Okay, also at some point of time you will be looking at what value or values of x would make any denominator 0. So that is called actually the domain restrictions. Okay, let's do this example right here. 3 over 2x minus 10 minus 2 over x is equal to 7 over x squared minus 5x. So let's rewrite this entire expression into equation like this. Take the common factor 2 out, and 2x minus 10 is 2 times x minus 5, and that's the same thing, and this one right here is rewritten to 7 over x times x minus 5. So as we talked about this, what value or values of x would make this one of these or all these three denominators 0? Definitely this expression right here would be 0 if x is equal to 5. So we need to be careful about removing 5 from the domain. Okay, so x such that x cannot be 5. Definitely if x is equal to 0, the denominator is going to be 0, and that is and or intersection x is not equal to 0, and those two values are repeating here, so you don't have to have any more restrictions. So the domain restriction is x such that x is not equal to 5 intersection x is not equal to 0. Now the next step is finding the least common denominator, and we know you have 2x minus 5 here, and x over here, and x times x minus 5 here. So when you take all these three together into account, the common denominator 2 does not repeat anywhere, so 2 is one of the terms, and also you have x and you have x minus 5. So the least common denominator is 2x times x minus 5. Now to continue working on it, we need to multiply the least common denominator on both sides of the original equation or the simplified equation, whichever you want to look at. Okay, so we'll be multiplying 2x times x minus 5 with 3 over 2 times x minus 5 minus 2 over x close equal to 7 over x times x minus 5, and that is again multiplied by the least common denominator, which is 2x times x minus 5. Okay, distribute. This multiplies over here and over here, and simplify. So when you multiply and simplify, you will get the 2 cancel out, x minus 5, x minus 5 cancel out, the only thing is left x, so that is going to be a 3x minus x is cancelled out, the only thing left is a 2, and that is 2 right there, so 2 times 2 is 4, then x minus 5, so 4 times x minus 5 on the left side, and that is equal to x cancels out, x minus 5 cancels out, the only thing left is a 7 and a 2, that is 14. So 3x minus 4x plus 20 is equal to 14, and that is a negative x is equal to 20 moves to the other side with a negative 20, so 14 minus 20 is negative 6, so x is equal to 6 is going to be the solution. Okay, let's quickly check the solution, which is we got x equal to 6. Let's plug that back in here in the original equation. So 3 over 2 times x minus 10 minus 2 over x equals supposed to be equal to 7 over x squared minus 5x. So let's replace all the x by the solution that we've got, which is 6. So everywhere we replace that by 6. Okay, now we got 3 over 12, 2 times 6, 12 minus 10 is 2, minus 2 over 6, which is actually 1/3. That is equal to, supposed to be equal to, we don't know yet, 7 over 36 minus 30, which is 6. Let's do the math. Common denominator, the least common denominator between 2 and 3 is 6. Let's close multiply. 3 times 3, 9. 2 supposed to be equal to 7 over 6, and we're perfect. 7 over 6 is equal to 7 over 6. So the solution is correct.